Howdy ho! Andrew here. Welcome to the Onion Buns, and welcome to another edition of Let's Talk. So this week, I want to talk about something that drives me absolutely freaking crazy. Drivers. I swear to God, they're getting stupider. They really are. The worst drivers I had ever seen in my life were Toronto drivers. GTA. My neighbor in Barrie, when I lived in Barrie, Ontario, he used to be, he was a retired long-haul trucker. And he swore up and down that the worst drivers he ever encountered were Quebec. Now, I never drove through Quebec. I never had any desire to go into that hornet's nest of, but he had to because it was his job. And he swore up and down that they were the worst drivers. I'll take his word for it because, he did it for a living. But I stood firm and fast. From my experience, Toronto and the GTA were the worst drivers. They were speed demons. They tailgated. They were idiots. Buddy of mine, he used to come when I lived in Barrie. He came down from Edmonton for his job, and it was car dealerships that he had to check out the network systems in the car dealerships out in Toronto and the GTA. So he would come down and I'd pick him up and we'd go for lunch or dinner or whatever. And I'm driving him back from Barrie one day to his hotel. And it's a Sunday night, so it's bumper to bumper traffic because in the summertime, it's just sheer bumper to bumper traffic of all the cottage country going back to Toronto. So we're stuck on the 400 and Rick, he looks over him and goes, all the stories you told me, I thought it would be a lot worse, the drivers. And I just smiled. I looked at him and said, wait for it. No sooner than maybe 10 minutes later, some idiot. Now, the 400 is a 8-lane divided highway. So 4 lanes going into Toronto and 4 lanes coming out of Toronto. And then you got the shoulders. Well, this idiot, he doesn't want to be in bumper to bumper. So he gets onto the shoulder and he floors it. He must have been doing 120, 130 kilometers an hour down the shoulder. And he just comes whipping past everybody. And I look at Rick, he goes, okay, I get it now. And I go, no, that's not it. Just watch. And sure enough, about 10, 15 minutes down the road, because we weren't moving very quickly. It was bumper to bumper. And about 10, 15 minutes down the road, sure enough, there's the idiot that was on the shoulder upside down in the ditch. You go, now you've seen Toronto drivers. And he just laughed. Anyway, that's my video for today. If you like the video, leave a like, a subscribe, and a share. I'm trying to grow my channel, and a like, a subscribe, and a share does me wonders, and I do appreciate it. Please feel free to leave a comment. And as always, pew, 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 and shit. Thanks for watching. Bye.